the funniest recording in history are the Mel Gibson tapes when he screams at that woman, "I wanted a blowjob before the jacuzzi." And then it's like, because every man is like, fucking yeah, I totally get it. A promised blowjob gone undelivered is one of the most frustrating things on earth. Especially if you're supposed to get it before the jacuzzi.
Thankfully, today, you don't have to deal with those stresses because the Auto Blow 2 or whatever can provide you with all of the promised blowjobs you want.
They're up to the Auto Blow 2 Plus now.
Oh,
2
shit.
plus.
I just looked it up
no.
recently.
Are they fucking like the Apple shit where they're like planned obsolescence? Like after 2 years, the blowjobs start to suck. It's like it's moved into marriage mode, and now it's just not quite up to what it used to be anymore.
After two,
halfway through your blowjob, a virtual hand comes out to finish the job, and you're like, oh god, like at least the cleanup's easier, I guess. Like, fuck.
Yeah, they start to use teeth a little bit to make sure they use the other one. It's a lazy blowjob.
Let's listen to like 2 minutes of the Mel Gibson rant. I don't think we've like referenced it many times, but I don't think we've actually ever listened to any of it.
I'm queued up at 0. Is there
I'm
any?
at 0.
Yeah, go for it. Whenever. Who's counting us down?
Ready, set, play. Oh.
Tell me that the message or
It's
something,
quiet
right?
at first.
Because you're doing something, trying to breastfeed with fucking foreign bodies in you.
So
Was that it?
it has nothing to do with it.
Oh, it had nothing to do with what? The fact that you had foreign bodies in there?
Correct.
It's super
Okay,
quiet,
good.
isn't
So
it?
You're not lying to me about
A
fake
little.
tits.
I've never had.
Yes, you just did. You said they weren't. You fucking lied to me before.
I didn't. I never said anything of a kind. You never asked me, I never told you. Or maybe you asked me, but I never lied about this.
Not a lie. Who cares? So they look ridiculous. Get rid of them. Why don't you? Anyway, you know.
That's none of your fucking business. What
It
they
is.
look
It
like.
is. They look stupid. I'm just telling you. It's just an appraisal. Keep them if you want. Look stupid. See if I give a fuck. You know, but they're too
So
big.
mad.
They look stupid. They look like some Vegas bitch. They look like a Vegas whore. And you go around sashaying around in your tight clothes and stuff. I don't stand for that anymore.
I don't walk around. I don't walk around in tight clothes. I stay at home for most of the time.
You go out in public and it's a fucking embarrassment to me. You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault. All right? Because you provoked it. You are provocatively dressed all the time with your fake boobs.
Jesus.
You feel you have to show off in tight outfits and tight pants and stuff. You see your pussy from behind. And that green thing today was enough. That's provocative. Okay? I'm telling you. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't like it. I don't want that woman. I don't want you. I don't believe you anymore. I don't trust you. I don't love you. I don't want you. Okay?
Okay.
Stay in the fucking house. I'm not giving it to you, but I'll let you stay there. Okay? And I will take care of my child, but I don't want you anymore.
Wow.
Gold, Derek. It's gold.
Yikes.
There's so much of that. The's so much of that. That's one of the
so
best
much
tidbits.
content to get through.
Yeah.
Of
She
things.
is a cunt for recording that and then releasing it, by the way, because she's totally setting him up. She's like all calm and collected. Oh no, I'm not like that. Why would you say this?
Okay, a little, but if your go-to reaction is to scream, if you dress like this, you're gonna get raped by a pack of niggers or whatever. Like, I mean, like, how much can you blame somebody for setting you up there if all it takes to get you there is to act calm on a phone call? Like,
We never got to hear all the shit that was said before this that made her start recording.
maybe,
We didn't get
yeah.
we get it, and we didn't see the outfit. Frankly, maybe.
We don't know.
Maybe she
Maybe
would have
on
gotten
social
raped.
media.
I don't know. Like, okay. now the Twitch attire makes more sense. I see what angle we're coming from here. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
He's like, I'm not gonna give you the house. You can stay there, but I'm not giving it to you.
It's a
Jesus.
shame that he went on those crazy rants and all the Jewish stuff because he's very good at making movies.
Oh, he's the
Yeah, like,
best.
he's good at that. He's a fantastic actor. Like watching part of The Patriot today when Heath Ledger's character dies and
Yeah.
he's like, it's a level of distraught and sadness and like hopelessness that I've never seen another actor capture in the way he does in that scene where the like shake, like it's heartbreak. Like, and then he had to go on a crazy voicemail, and then wait 10 years before everybody in Hollywood's like, all right, bring him back.
He didn't rape any women.
And even outside
He doesn't
of,
seem that bad anymore.
even outside of his acting, Apocalypto was a very interesting movie.
Oh,
Holy
it's incredible. It's incredible.
I actually, when I saw it, I didn't know it was a Mel Gibson movie immediately, and I was told afterwards, and I thought I was being like memed on. I was like, oh, that's funny, Mel Gibson movie because he hates black people. Like, what's the joke or whatever? But like, no, it's actually legitimately like produced and directed by Mel Gibson. I was like, holy shit, that's like mind blowing to me. That's pretty versatile. Like, damn.
It's the South Park thing where they're like trying to like find in that episode, the right storyline and ideas for Imagination Land. And so they bring in Michael Bay, and they're like, what are your ideas, Mr. Bay? And he's like, well, I have a 18-wheeler. It spins out and it goes, "Growl!" And then there's a big pile of flame, and it goes, "Growl!" And they finally bring in crazy-ass Mel Gibson, and he's tweaking his own nipples sitting there, and he's crazy. But they go, say what you will about him, this son of a bitch knows story structure.
Yeah, absolutely. Apocalypto is incredible. He only hired actors that spoke that old language that's a dead language now. It's very, very good. I love Apocalypto. I watched this whole YouTube video about how it's in many ways a sequel to Passion of the Christ. I can't remember all the details of it, but that was very interesting. And I don't know. I like Mel Gibson a lot. I saw Hacksaw Ridge last year and cried my eyes out. It was so good with James Garfield. James Garfield's it's the true story of the World War II soldier who was what's the thing? When they object to the war or whatever, conscientious objector, but he wanted to serve and be a medic, but he wouldn't take a rifle into battle, and he had to go through this whole process to be allowed to take to go into battle with no rifle, and he saved so many of the men on the first day of the battle is just horrific, one of the most horrific World War II battles I've ever seen since like Saving Private Ryan. But he stays up on this cliff face and just saves like, I don't remember the number of men he saved, but let's say 80 single-handedly, lowering them down the cliff face one by one on ropes. And the second day, his commanding officer is like, I know you don't want to go back up there, but the men won't go without you. And so they're all like at the base of the cliff, looking at the rope ladder they've got to climb up. And the commanding officer, the general, comes over the radio and he's like, "Why aren't you up that ladder?" He's like, "We're all waiting on the private to pray for us." And like, "Who?" And you look, and like they're all waiting on like James Garfield's character to like read from his Bible and pray for them before they go back into battle. I'm just like, they called him a coward, and he was the bravest of them all. It's so good.
That movie is really, really touching and very exciting too. Like I even read that, and you never know with this war shit how much is true, how much isn't, because like I'm sure this seems pretty reputable. Like I read even somewhere that like it was verified that he did something even more insane and risky to save someone. Yeah. And they were like, "That's literally unbelievable. No one will believe that. Take it out." And then there's stuff like American Sniper, which is like literal propaganda.
I don't know about
Kyle the sniper dude, the fucking idiot that gave his friend a gun because he thought it would help him with his PTSD, and he like ended up killing both of them or some shit.
Well, no, he was treating a guy who had PTSD. He was visiting with veterans who had PTSD, and they went to a shooting range, which and the guy had some sort of morbid, sick fascination with Kyle and just murdered him on the range.
Jesus. Yeah. I was meaning more like the actual war story itself. Like the true part of that is he does have the record for the longest like confirmed kill.
No, it's the most kills.
I think that's true, right?
It's the most kills.
Oh.
Well, no, what was the huge long snipe that he had?
That's not him.
Oh, well, then it's even less true than I thought.
Most of his kills were around 100 meters. It was urban combat in Iraq. So he's on a building top, and he's providing overwatch for a team of guys who were going house to house and moving through an area, and he killed a lot of people.
For longest confirmed kill, you're thinking of American hero Mark Wahlberg from the movie Shooter.
That's right.
Have you